It's not just 3 degrees at Haylett RV today. It's a balmy 3 degrees at Haylett RV today, but the good news is inside our showroom, it is always 70 and sunny, regardless of the calendar. This is a little 17 RP Wolf Pup that just came in on trade, actually came back to us after about a year of ownership here at Haylett RV. 2,980 pounds dry weight. One of the questions people have on a single axle like this is, can that actually, being a toy hauler, hold the weight of stuff? And the answer is yes. This has a heavier chassis and heavier axle to be able to, hold more than just 500 pounds of cargo, so you're good. Basically, the folks went out, found out they weren't really toy hauling, but they really liked the camper, and they just wanted a bigger version of it. Now, other than my boots tracking snow into the camper, I can't really find anything in here I dislike. This is a late model camper. The folks actually bought this here only like a year ago. They found out they just weren't toy hauling and they wanted more space. But they were happy with the camper and its performance, and they stayed within the Cherokee RV family, moving up from a Wolf Pup, which is the smallest member of the Cherokee family, to a Gray Wolf, which is a mid-size. They went to a 26-footer with a big old super slide, which, man, you could fit 2 of these inside their new camper. It'd be ridiculous by comparison. You've got 2,500 pound rated D-rings all the way up here. You'll see there's a silver pair of them right there at the bottom middle of the screen currently. On the left is the packet where we give people a handy little carry-in tote for all their original owner's manuals and everything. Still present and accounted for. Full 13,500 BTU air conditioner. And that's kind of a great example of how this is built, just like the Big Brother Cherokee and Gray Wolves. It's just smaller. It has a full walk-on roof, which in the winter like this, when snow starts piling up, means you don't have to get up there and brush snow off or risk damaging the trailer from snow load. This won't have that kind of problems. LED lights, we've got a 5/8 tongue and groove, pardon me, nope. Wait, hold on, what is this? 5/8 floor. It's not tongue and groove plywood. It is a 5/8 OSB floor because it's a narrow body. They don't tend to use narrow body plywood. So there you go. If you feel like adding a TV to it, doesn't look like the previous owners ever did, you've got your TV mount and hookups right above this big campsite picture window. And I love that, because if I sit down on the bench right here, well, I'm looking straight out the window. I've got just an awesome view of the campsite that I'm at. Unfortunately, right now, all you're looking at is snowy weather and a used RV sitting next to us, but at your campsite, it'll be really nice to have that wide open. Now, for more entertainment purposes, up here in the little kitchen area, which seems weird, but it's right next to the TV hookup, so it makes sense. You do have a Bluetooth and DVD stereo, so you've actually got some pretty solid entertainment options right there. You can see the Parcel stainless bundle and that mini kitchenette. And all of the countertops, whether it's the countertop there in the kitchen or above the refrigerator area, that shelf that we'll look at in a minute, they're all a sealed edge pressed membrane material, so they are waterproof. You also have the friction sway control unit that the folks bought for this trailer. They left that behind because their new RV, they got a full new weight distribution and integrated anti-sway system, so they didn't need the old hardware. And that's nice. That means that's some more money that you folks can use but won't have to spend. So you've got your, I call it truck camper style refrigerator there, which does have a freezer pocket in it. It's, what is that? It's like a 3.7 cubic foot or whatever number, something like that. But above it, you just have this nice open chunk of space. You can do all kinds of stuff with that. You can put some big stuff there, little stuff, decorate stuff, whatever stuff. You get the idea. The bathroom here is what's called a wet bath, which is where the toilet and the shower are all in one. Now, if you like the size of this camper, but you really don't like that thing, but you do want a bathroom, my recommendation is look at the new Wolf Pup 18 RJB that you can get here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. It is the revised and improved version of the 17 RP, Wolf Pup that we're looking at. The difference is it has a full dry bath, where the toilet and the bathroom and the shower are not all in the same thing. Now, it's kind of funny. Over the years, you had this forward overhead bunk. Sometimes you didn't. And no matter how the Cherokee RV company built this thing, they were always, quote, wrong. So, if you don't like the bunk, the fact is it can easily be removed with essentially no visible trace of it being left in there. A camper like this, for toy hauling purposes, it's good for something small, something basic like a single motorcycle, a single quad of reasonable size. You're obviously not going to put a full-on ridiculous side-by-side in something little like this. But I have actually seen people put Can-Am trikes in these. And it looks very restrictive in its current state. But remember that this brown bench on the right side here, that actually folds up against the wall. So if you back a trike in, you can park the tire kind of here in between the kitchen and the bathroom. And then you have room for the two wheels up front in the space granted by that flip-up sofa. There we go. It's cold, guys. My brains are freezing. Pardon me. Now, one more thing on this ramp door before we take a quick tour outside. With the weather, I couldn't pop it down, but this is actually an easier way to get to see the roll-down tent screen wall. So if you are going to go off the grid, like go to some, northern Michigan dunes or whatnot, or lower peninsula, because northern Michigan's actually the upper peninsula, you can turn this thing into a nice 3 seasons room. You can keep it bug-free while still getting that nice airflow. And frankly, that's just nice in the spring and the fall, regardless of where you're camping. Now, I do wish the weather was cooperating a little bit more. It's funny, last week I spent a week in Florida. I took a little early 2019 sort of getaway to get my batteries charged and get ready to hit the year. And I got off, got on the plane, it was 80, got off the plane, it wasn't even 8, it was 3. But hey, that's what happens when you live in, Michigan. It gets cold like this every year. Everybody acts surprised by it. So pardon the snowflakes. Under the snowflakes, though, we've actually got a very nice camper that's just barely been used and touched. Now, it's parked a little close, and I got some snowbanks, so I can't go all the way around it the way I would please, but I think we can get the lion's share of things handled here. Under that snow blanket on the nose, you actually have an extra thick aluminum nose sweep. Now, what's kind of cool about that is it's extra strong because it's extra thick. The sidewall skin of this is a 0.024 inch thickness aluminum, while the front nose is like a 0.06. It's much, much thicker. So that means that the whole front nose of this thing is like going to deflect stones, not to mention the fact that it's got a full paint on the nose. Unlike a fiberglass that can chalk and fade very easily, you're going to have to really go out of your way to screw this one up over time. Now, some of these single axle little mini campers don't have 4-corner stabilizer jacks. This one does. You've got that solar prep plug next to that large front storage compartment. I already talked about how it's got bigger tires and axles, and the thing's new enough. The tires haven't even had a chance to get worn in any sort of funky way. Outside TV hookup, should you choose to add a television to it, and we got some snowflakes on the camera lens. I fear that's unavoidable. But not only do you have a power awning here, you've even got LED lighting under it and LED lighting behind those speakers, which is kind of cool. An anti-slam entry door helps keep the wind from gusting this thing around, banging it around, and that's also one of the nice things about a larger entry handle. Just simpler, easier come and go. Now, that power awning actually is easy tilt as well. If you want to take 2 fingers, you can tilt that thing to get some rainy day runoff, or just kind of move the shade a little bit. And you've got your ramp door in the back here. Actually has a pair of what are known as positive latches, and what that means is that these things are basically like self-grabbing, so even if you don't key lock it, this thing's not going to like jiggle from bouncing down the road and pop open. Not to mention the fact that for security reasons, you actually can key lock it, and small trailers like this don't usually have nicer latches like that, guys. That's the kind of thing you tend to see more in the bigger high-dollar fifth-wheel toy haulers, so that people can keep their bikes and their toys and their family secure in there. Well, you can kind of do the same thing here, except, not at $70,000. So, if what you're looking for is something small, but you don't want to get into that new RV price tag for like one of the new Wolf Pups or the little Freedom Express Blasts that we have here, well, congratulations for the time being, at least at the time of this filming. I got a late model used option for you where basically somebody bought it. They said, sure, I'll take care of the depreciation on that for you, and I'll hand it right back. And you guys are just basically buying pure value camper. That's the easiest way I can say it. So we do hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything in between, including dusting the snow off the roof before you take it home. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.